What's up? This is Draco.
And this is Alicia.
And you're now tuned in to OD
Podcast. Period.
What's up?
Wow.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah. Rich Kids.
All day.
Hey, I was just snapping to that song at the parking lot concert the other day. It had Rich Kids, Shop Boys, and
Come on.
Easy put me in my element.
Born Homes, Base Hole. This shit built not bought.
Point blank, period. I ain't from Born Homes though. I ain't even from Carver Homes, but I did stay in Carver Homes.
The only projects I ever stayed in Atlanta was Creekside, and that's in East Point. Not too many people know about it, I don't think, but my mama and my sister definitely are from McDaniel Glen, and I definitely was over there pretty much every weekend.
I ain't never heard of that either. You said McDaniel Glen?
McDaniel Glen, that's what that's Mechanicsville.
Oh, those is actual projects?
Yeah, they was called McDaniel Glen.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
I was there every weekend, child. Every single weekend my mama was out there. I'm like, did you move or no?
Yeah, I think once we left Carver Homes, because when we was living in Carver Homes, they had they was closing them down, or at least they was talking about closing them down. So and so they gave everybody Section 8 vouchers, and then boom, it was up since then.
It was up and it was stuck, and look at you now.
Look at me now.
Speaking of that, I am currently looking for a apartment. I don't know if I want a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom, but just really, you think I should get a 2-bedroom?
Only reason why I say that is because if you're gonna be working at your home, you don't want, like, I know for me, the reason why, remember I had a 1-bedroom condo, I didn't really like the idea of being limited.
You had a cute sunroom though, that office, that was so cute to me.
Yeah, it was cute, but if I wanted to like have people over and stuff, we're just kind of limited to that little small area. Number one.
I don't care.
Okay, true. Number two, I wanted to host, and typically when you get a home that has a 1-bedroom, the floor plan isn't that big, so it can't really accommodate as many people. But I mean, other than that,
you ever seen that? Though, well, you worked at IKEA, so you know that thing that they have where you can put on the wall that holds all those orange fold-out chairs. So it's like something that they sell that you put on the wall, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like I guess you call them like hangers or whatever, but they have orange fold out chairs at IKEA which you can hang on the wall, but you can also kind of use it as wall decoration, the way it looks.
And it's a chair?
Yes, it's cute. I'm gonna try to find a picture of it so you can see.
Yeah, because it's not making sense.
But I said I was gonna get that just in case, I have people over, because I think that I do want to host. I want to like cook and have game night, and post COVID.
Yeah, my condo, I mean, my 1-bedroom was not bad, but I knew what I have now is just more than double the size, so I just needed more space. Because I didn't even feel inclined to hang out in my living room at that place. I never did, but now I can darn near fall asleep in the living room. It's just having space, and I knew I got that place off of being on a budget, and I ain't on that kind of budget no more. So treat yourself.
Cam Kerr Studio is actually how I want my house to be decorated. When I tell you his photography studio is probably the most.
Yeah, it's really cute. I see so many people in the city who be taking pictures on that wall by the window.
The Magic City wall?
No, the one, I think it's got like pictures of Gucci or somebody on the wall.
Oh yeah. He got the original Magic City sign in there.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's like literally in front
of the one with Gigi McGuire. She was the silhouette of the logo.
Oh, that's her?
Mm-hmm. Don't play with the OG, man.
Wow. Shout out to Gigi. That was like one of my clients back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like when you have natural sunlight, any kind of decor will go. Like, it just slap.
Yeah. That's why I kind of want a loft, but out of my budget right now.
Yeah, and I feel you. I do wish I would have looked into something like that. But all the lofts that were available in Atlanta were downtown. It smelled like doo-doo down there. So.
Oh, my God.
There's that. There was some by the West End, but even though I know that those properties will be worth a whole lot in the long run, I don't want to live through the ghetto aspect first. Mm-hmm. I'd rather buy it when it costs too darn much. I mean, it is what it is.
I feel you. Listen, if anybody feel you, I feel you for sure. Living in the hood though, living in a refurbished hood, let's say that. Living in a refurbished hood has its benefits because the food spots and like just I look at stuff like beauty supply stores as extra convenience, especially since I have longer hair now. I buy a lot of black products, like for black hair. Like I usually, like if I have low hair, I'll go get Garnier Fructis shampoo. I don't care about that. But since I have longer hair, I definitely want to use shampoo that's geared towards my hair texture and conditioner that is going to leave my hair feeling soft. Like as of now, I just use the ones that we got from that dinner we went to, the
charcoal
cream of nature, because that works pretty good. I'm almost done with that. Then I ended up buying Shakana's shampoo, which I really like actually. And it was another shampoo I got. I'll be buying most of my shampoos from TJ Maxx, but I just like the convenience of like beauty supply stores in the hood because they literally have every single thing in there. I remember I was on Instagram and everybody was just talking about how like when you go to Juicy Crab and you eat it, your stomach hurt after. For most people, like you about to, So this one girl was just like she was taking charcoal pills. So when I went to the beauty supply store on Candler Road, which is not that far from my house because I live in a refurbished hood, they had charcoal powder and it was on like $4 for a big bag. Mind you, I was trying to go online and find actual charcoal powder and it was like $30 for a little bit of amount. Like it was so expensive. So for me to just walk in there and find it, I looked in the ingredients. It was literally one. Activated charcoal was the only ingredient in there, and I would take a spoonful of it, put it in my water, and drink it, and go get me some juice.
That's how it be. My little cousin bought some braided hair off Amazon, and it was like $30 for however many packs.
Yeah,
I think it might have been like 5 packs for $35. I went to Beauty Masters, got me 6 bundles of pre-stretched braiding hair for $9.99.
That's what I'm saying.
We got the same braids, but you're right though. I think that I think that prices will be like that as long as the community is maintained by its original inhabitants. Then once people come through and they want to start adding avocado to it, and next thing you know, it's worth $1,000.
Yeah, because I'll be kind of like, because I think now that I'm like looking, I'm like, low key, I don't mind living, not in the city or not close to the hood, but I just be thinking about like the convenience of like just good food spots and like beauty supply stores. But I think that once I do move, I think I want to really commit to just eating healthier. So I definitely want to like focus on that, like focus on like just buying groceries more, like not eating out, because I eat out a lot and I really enjoy eating out. Like that's one of my hobbies. But I kind of want to pull away from that. I want to go back to like how I was before. I was cooking all my food. Everything was pretty healthy. I definitely wasn't doing it right the first time because I was eating a lot of processed vegan meat. Like I was eating a lot of Boca and Beyond Meat, all that type of stuff. So now that I know that, that stuff, that the ingredients in it really aren't that good for me, I think that I want to pull away from it and just try out different things. Like I want to make my own burger patties and all type of stuff like that. Yeah, even if I just eat seafood, but I feel like I'm gonna be burnt out on seafood real quick.
I am actually. I'm at least shrimp. I keep trying, but I think shrimp is really donezo. But lobster and crab, different story. But it's okay. I'm gonna get tired of them. I say all that to say is I want to start eating more. I think I said it on another episode. Just eating food as it comes. So if it grows, I want to eat. Now, Impossible Meat do snap, and I think that might be a nice little treat. But it's such a refreshing feeling when you eat organic stuff. I think it comes with just maturity, because little me would not have been like, you know what I'm saying, broccoli, fruit, vegetables. Like, we could have a whole meal and it'd be like, you eat, like, go to American Deli and the only vegetables is celery, and most people don't even eat that.
Yeah. And I think that it like you said, it comes with maturity, and it also just comes with like training your brain and your taste buds to realizing that you don't really like the meat for me. I can't speak for everybody, but me personally, it's not that I like the actual meat. I like the flavor.
So right? Because chicken really don't even have a taste.
Yeah, so why isn't it that I can't just season whatever I want and make it taste like that, or use the same seasonings as that?
When you eat, I'm sorry to cut you off, but when you eat, you really just want that moment when it touch your tongue. You don't really care about the rest of it.
Yeah, and the texture makes a big difference too, because texture of food really.
But once it's out your mouth and down your intestine, that feeling is gone. So I'm gonna just get some macaroni and cheese mouth spray or something.
You taste stuff entirely too far. I don't think that they go like that. But speaking of seasoning, what you think about this Goya situation?
You know, it's funny. I had never bought Goya, so it don't bother me. All the seasoning that people get from them, I put together myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, bye.
I buy them by the box. Like the one that I use the most, I do use the Goya that comes in like the shaker, but the one that I buy the most and use literally on every single thing that I make is the Goya Saison package.
That's what everybody be, yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I have gotten to the point now mentally where I'm just like, I assume that all these companies are
Trump supporters.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that what people reaction to it is shop in your community and buy your own. You know what I'm saying? Which is absolutely, which is very true. You know, and
but at some point, that community business might amplify to where they might be as big as a lot of these other corporations.
Yeah,
which is I feel that's the goal for most people. I mean, I would think that if you go into business for yourself, it might be because you love to cook, but you also want to make money.
Yeah, and it's So I mean, I've been getting better at that. Like I even was looking into prima donna seasonings. Like for the longest, I just really wasn't, you know, I don't know. But it's another guy that has seasonings too. I don't know if he's black or not, so I didn't really look to, I didn't really get into it. But I've seen a lot of people posting prima donna seasoning, so I just clicked on it just to see the similarities and just like the ingredients in it to see if it was the same or if it was like healthier. Was it some stuff I didn't recognize? Because I think that since I am getting older and COVID has really, 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 really made me start just paying attention to what I'm putting in my body for real, because a big part of this pandemic is the fact that Americans are just all around unhealthy. Like we have the ability to have more organic food and healthier food options and stuff like that, but we just didn't grow up that way, and we just genuinely like fat. We like fattening foods. We like grease. We like.
Well, number one, we grew up in food where there's no option to even get fresh and clean food. Everything is fast food or semi-fast food. You get you get a quarter pounder, like, you know what I'm saying. So it's not even like. I feel like if we were introduced early on and had the options to get cleaner, better, fresher food, it might be that way. But that's that systemic racism we was talking about.
It is, but I think we got to break out of that because it's not in our favor. Even even the people who are in charge, they dumb as hell, so they falling into it too. I mean, I think that what was a really big moment for me to even try to be vegan was when I saw that Trump was feeding people Wendy's and McDonald's, as you know what I'm saying, like as dinner, and I'm just like, really, like this is what you're giving them to eat? That was their
treat. That was like a celebratory dinner.
Yeah, because it was just traditional American food. I say you are trash all around. Like you eat trash, you just a trash box. But yeah, like I don't know. I think that because I'm a fan of Goya. I love it. I feel like using Goya on my food is just amazing. So I just have to find some alternatives and just look. And also I get a lot of my seasonings from the farmer's market. First of all, it's cheaper. Second of all, it is organic. Like that stuff is fresh as hell. Like, and it comes in a little containers. So I do a lot of that too. So I guess I'll just stick to that. I've been trying to
look at the ingredients are. You probably already have the ingredients to make it anyway.
Yeah, it's the red color for me. Like
put some
Saison packet make your food red, and it's something about that color. It's a different type of red. It probably ain't even healthy for me, but I just like to see it on my food.
Food coloring is red dye, which makes you crazy.
And it's like a reddish orange. It be make your, oh my God, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, you sound like you having a fiend out moment. I'm scared.
Oh my gosh. So I definitely want to say rest in peace to Naya Rivera. They found my girl yesterday. And I'm gonna be very transparent. I don't know much about Naya Rivera because I didn't watch Glee. I didn't watch pretty much anything that she was on besides Family Matters. And I just recently found out that was the same girl from Family Matters yesterday after everybody was posting a lot. But I see that she was really loved, and it just seemed like I don't know. It's just a lot of stuff that I was hearing and reading. It just seems like she did have like some trouble. Just as of recently and just hearing things, I'm like, wow, she, I don't know. We can't say what happened because we weren't there, so we don't know if it was an accident or it was suicide. But I think that the moment for me is just that I just really want her. I don't want her child to just grow up and really be depressed because of that. I mean, of course, I feel like he's definitely going to be sad because his mom is gone. He's old enough to realize that, but I just hope that it doesn't bother him. I don't know. I get really scared about people that are depressed.
That's something traumatic enough, and with all that's going on, he's going to remember. And I just hope that he goes to therapy now as a kid, because it's going to be a lot of unanswered questions when he gets older, and I think they need to address it now so he can, it just is a lot to deal with. And I hate stories like this because a kid remind me of my nephews, and I know my nephews are beyond smart enough to comprehend what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And they can explain what happened to the T. I remember one time my nephews and my brother-in-law were in a car accident, and my nephew like told me about it. He wasn't even 4 yet. He might have been like 3, maybe almost 3. But the way he explained, I just felt so bad for him. I remember one time he went to a game and somebody stole his backpack that I bought for him for Christmas, and he never let it go. So just a little situation, and I know he was disappointed about it. You might be like, oh, he's just a kid, but he loved that book bag. So I can't even imagine a child swimming with their mother, and then mommy being gone. You on this boat by yourself. He probably was crying. He fell asleep. He probably cried himself asleep, and he don't even know what to do. And I'm just so grateful that he didn't at least get back in the water. But it's just, I hope today. It's really sad. So rest in peace to Naya Rivera. I didn't watch Glee either. I did become familiar with her because she was engaged to Big Sean, and I did know that she was like on a lot of our childhood shows. But it's just really sad. It was a lot of losses this week in the entertainment industry. It's just sad. 2020, man. Jesus Christ. It's just I don't like that.
I also want to use this time to say fuck the hood healer. That's all I gotta say. But anyway,
let's keep going. Her.
Don't want to know. Don't know. Don't want to know.
Does she always talk like this?
Yeah, she's a weirdo. So I told you. I don't know if I did tell you, but one of my friends who I no longer am cool with, and it makes sense because the mental capacity that he had was just fucked up, and the fact that you support somebody like this that don't even support you and trying to dictate on how she's just weird. I try to get into her just because I follow a lot of like spiritual accounts or just people who are more so on the spiritual side who it's not so kumbaya. It's not so I hug trees. It's more like realistic, like people that actually live day-to-day life, but they indulge in spiritual lifestyle. So I tried to get into her, and just some of the stuff that she said before, it just didn't seem legit for one, and it just seemed like she was just talking out her ass all the time, and boy, was I right. I just don't know. I just was on her page the other day because she keep getting her page deleted on Twitter, and people were retweeting some stuff on my timeline. So I went on her page to just read it, and she was just literally just calling people demons in the industry just by it was just weird, like how she was just. And my thing about stuff like that, have some credible reasons as to why you feel like that. Don't say because look at her eyes, look how they're looking at the camera.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like,
and I'm like, that is what do you mean? I had to block her because I just don't want to see it. I don't. She's weird. So I blocked her. Apparently she got page deleted again, but I wouldn't know. I blocked her. The lady, sorry.
Bye-bye. Is this Shop Talk?
Yeah, I guess we just transitioned. I was just trying to keep it going,
I was going to ask if you had a Black Business of the Week.
I actually do have a Black Business of the Week. Okay, so if you guys are new here, I I am a makeup artist full time. So a couple months ago, I met another makeup artist on Instagram. Her name is Danny, and she owns the brand Makeup Pays My Bills. Now, I've seen this brand around because a lot of people that work on set, she works on like movie sets and TV shows. So I see a lot of people with like, she has like tumble cups. Like she sells products. I mean, she sells like clothing and phone cases and cups and different things like that for you to use on set.
Like promotional merchandise?
It's not necessarily promotional. It does say Makeup Pays My Bills on it, of course, but it's stuff that we actually use, like t-shirts, hoodies. She has like cups that you get there to keep your drinks cold while you're working, of course, so we need that. She has lights that you put on your phone. It's like a ring light that you attach to your phone. Because sometimes it's dark. Like we have to be up close, so you have to use a quick light. So it's something that you can just put on your phone. And I mean, she has so much stuff. But I always wear my one of my recent Instagram posts. I have on the shirt on the video. I have on her shirt. I have a hat. So I do plan on getting a hoodie because I just collect hoodies anyway. So if you ever want to get me a gift, I love to collect concert hoodies. Every concert I go to, I don't care who it is, I buy a hoodie from there. I don't care how much it costs. The only person I didn't though is Beyonce because Beyonce, you tried it. I ain't gonna lie.
But it was high.
Baby. First of all, her jackets were $300.
That ain't too bad.
It ain't. Okay.
That should have to where you could convert the ticket to a jacket.
I went to Rihanna's concert and I think I paid like $70 for a hoodie, which is a lot, but it was something about Beyonce and Kanye West. he had like Yeezy hoodies at his show. So I mean, I whatever. I don't get it, but whatever. But yeah, so you can check her out on Instagram. Her Instagram handle is literally just Makeup Pays My Bills. And I have Alicia leave out her info in the description box. Like we on YouTube. The description box below. But you can check it out on Instagram, and I think that's the only social media that I have for her. But she's very active.
This is like a brand though. It's not like, is she a makeup artist also?
She's a makeup artist also, but she doesn't promote her makeup on her page. It's literally just a brand.
Got it.
Or she'll promote other artists. She has a lot of stuff though. She has like coffee mugs. She has masks now that say Makeup Pay My Bills because of COVID, and we have to work still. A lot of stuff. I'll send you her page so you can look at it. I mean, I know you're not a makeup artist, but
I guess my question, that's why I asked if it was promotional material. So you can buy this, like if you need a koozie or if you need a hat, you can buy this from her, but it's not like,
oh yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were saying that she makes this merchandise to promote her doing makeup. I didn't really, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. So this is like to pretty much promote yourself. I sent you her page so you can look at it. Okay. But it's promote yourself. Like if you're a makeup artist, she said she was gonna come out with one that says hairstyle and pays my bills, something like that.
So she makes merchandise for makeup artists.
Yeah.
Okay, I got like for you to like an identity type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry for the confusion. She's a part of the beauty boss community, honey.
That's cool to have a brand. Like her page looks really good. It's cool to have a brand that it looks as like for her to still be a professional makeup artist, but to also have a brand like that. It just looks kind of cool. Because I feel like if you're a makeup artist, somebody like me at least, I would expect you to sell makeup. You know what I'm saying? But she kind of has tailored around what she does. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love you would be surprised how many times I have on that shirt and people still ask me what I do. Like if I'm on set, I ask them are they joking every time I'm doing. I'm like, you for real or you? And I'll just look at my shirt. I'm like, are you for real or? I don't know. A lot of people just assume if you don't know me, I feel like a lot of people don't think that I'm a makeup artist. I think when they look at men that are makeup artists, they assume that I just will have to have, be hella fashionable, wear makeup, lashes on. They just being stereotypical and very judgmental, but they look at me and they're like, "Oh, you're a makeup artist? Wow, I would never have guessed." I'm like, "Well, what do you think?" Most people think I'm a tattoo artist or a piercer.
So, bringing it back around the shop talk, I wanted to talk about now that Red Table Talk has come out with Jada. Basically, I was not surprised at anything they said. I knew she was gonna go. I knew she was gonna tell the truth, but I do feel like she was still kind of trying to beat around the bush a little bit. Like she wouldn't even acknowledge what her and August had as a relationship until Will was like, "You mean relationship?"
Yeah.
I didn't think that it was a result of them being separated. I thought that they just kind of, we've been together for a long time. I want something new.
Yeah.
I'm glad that she told the truth because that would have been pretty goddamn lame, even though they spokespeople came out and said that it wasn't true. People have been calling Jada a predator because of the situation. I don't know if I necessarily consider it predatory, and the reason why is because I do believe that she might have genuinely been looking to help August. And then after I just think that sometimes you can be it's like if you've ever started crushing on somebody you never looked at like that before. I feel like she might have been helping him and seeing his development or growth and was like, you know what, he got a good heart.
Yeah,
I am single and I know he had my post on his wall.
And I know he got that meat from what I seen on Instagram.
Now that I'm saying it out loud.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like so my first question before I even make a comment on that is, how old was he when they met?
Yeah, but you know what? He's always been grown. What if this was 4 years ago? How old is August Alsina? Let's see. So August Alsina is no man. He is 27. He's gonna be 28 this year. So let's pretend he's already 28. If this was 4 years ago, he was 20. Okay, let me start over.
And the only reason why I say that is because we both had this conversation recently just about, dating younger.
Yeah.
And I've done it before.
That changes my whole perspective.
Yeah. And it's just because of, I think that I know where my mind frame was at 24. And I know that I wasn't even, I do stuff out of excitement or whatever, but he is also old enough to make his own decisions.
You're right, but I will say, dang, I kind of feel like a hypocrite now. But oh well, I'm about to fix what I said. So now that this is when I look at people who are like 24, I think when I was 24, I might not have thought it was that young. But now knowing what I know and knowing that she knows a lot more than I know about relationships and maturity, yeah. I do think it might have been a bit selfish for her because she even said that she needed to feel good, and now
right.
I think if he was maybe like 30 something now, I don't know now, Jada. I'm sorry, sis. That is a little I think that her being her age. Dang, can we start over? We gotta start a whole segment over.
No. No. You gotta start over. Just fix what you said. Just go because you didn't know his age for real. So it's like, dang. That's why I said before I said something, let me see how old he was. But I mean, realistically, not making it any better, but just to kind of give you a little insight on what's going on, it's a lot of people in the industry that are women and that are dating men who are older, especially in the industry, especially like rappers and stuff. Mm-hmm. And not saying that it's okay, but it's not uncommon. And to be fair, they're grown. You know what I'm saying? It may be not something that we're into just because we know what they're mentally capable of for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And they're not fully developed. But realistically, if you're about 23, 24 years old and you're dating somebody 35, 36, yeah. I mean, even though Jada is definitely older than that, but I'm just saying in general because look at Beyonce and Jay-Z. And he met her when she was young.
But did he meet her? And the reason why I'm taking back what I said about it being predatory, I think that, obviously the age is not a big deal, but because he came to her in need of help at that age is now.
She came to him as help, right? She said she kind of reached out to him about it.
Did she? I don't know no more. I ain't no expert.
I think she reached out to him to help him, and then it just kind of turned into something else. But it could, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling who he could have came on to her too. That's why I'm like, they grown.
Well, I guess, I think for me being the person that I am, I would assume that somebody who is going through the stuff that August is going through, regardless of what my sexual desires are or whatever I need, I would be a little worried about getting that close with him because of what he's dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I would be kind of worried about breaking breaking his heart. Or maybe they had that conversation. Who knows?
And I feel like she was in a vulnerable state too. She's married to somebody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was married to Will for years. Yeah, of course. And and she was honest about it. She said, "I honestly just wanted to feel good. I just wanted to,
he probably did too. I mean, this is Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't know. I just feel like now, I just think that it may have been a little irresponsible for it to be him. But it ain't like Jada ain't got the ability to get whoever she wants, but also maybe she was like, well, he know what's going on.
Yeah.
But then
I don't know. I don't 100% trust August just because I see his actions, and I understand he's went through a lot. Like, I know he went through a lot, health-wise, family-wise, and I get it. That stuff has effect on your life. But I just see how he lashes out at people and just how aggressive he is and his approach to certain things that I'm just like, I don't even want to 100% put the blame on Jada for even doing that. And then on the same breath, you got to realize Jada definitely, she liked hood niggas for real, but that's where she came from because she dated Tupac at one point, or even he wasn't always like that, but even still, like she definitely wasn't getting that from Will. For sure. So, of course, if you're married to somebody that long, who's to say that I'm going to be in a relationship with somebody that long and I'm going to be able to stay faithful to them or not even want or desire somebody else, or a different type of person. And just from her, I don't know, she just saw opportunity. She definitely probably went into it trying to help him, and then it just turned into something else.
Attraction. It just was like, and that's what
I don't know. I mean, I think personally, I think that I would probably look bad on it if he was like under 21 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I would look down on it, but I think that he doesn't seem like he's mad at it, or like he doesn't seem bothered like it's something that's bothering him.
He's heartbroken, but I don't think maybe he doesn't feel preyed upon. Maybe he didn't. Yeah. Predatory might be a pretty strong word. I just can't think of any other word to use for somebody that might have taken advantage of a vulnerable state in someone else.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
And I also want to know what this get back is that Will got. We're going to leave it on the table if it's red.
Child, it might be blue. The Crips.
Oh boy. All right. So what you got for us this week?
So that topic actually kind of ties into what we're gonna talk about today. So last week, I don't know if I talked about it on the show or if I was just talking about it in general, but I know we were having a conversation. So the reason why the conversation came up is because on Twitter is just problematic. I love Twitter to death, but it is just the most toxic place ever on life. Like, it's terrible. So I was on Twitter and Kylie ended up wearing this black designer's dress on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not sure if everybody's familiar with just how Instagram works sometimes. A lot of people who are influencers and just people who have a lot of followers on Instagram or celebrities or whatnot, that's their business. They don't just make make money from one thing. And I think that people have to respect that aspect of it. And the only reason why I'm kind of I don't see nothing wrong with it is because that's kind of where I want to go with my business too. You know what I'm saying? I think that social media is one of the most lucrative businesses right now. And I really don't have to do too much, but just be myself. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the reason why I was kind of pissed off is because a lot of the times when people do promo on Instagram, it's definitely paid. You have to, you definitely either pay them or you give them the dress for free. If you bought it, you don't have to tag them. Right. Because you've already poured into their business, especially if it's something like a dress. Like, I bought from your business, and it would be nice.
It was a fair transaction.
It was a fair transaction.
Yeah.
And so that was the situation. Her stylist, because even if she did it, but I think her stylist might have bought it for her because she liked the dress, and she bought it. And my problem with it was the girl who made the dress was so fucking excited. Like, she was just so happy about it. she's a small designer. Like she doesn't have a big following or didn't have one at the time. So to see somebody like Kylie Jenner even wearing your shit, and I mean the pictures that she took in her dress alone were just sickening.
Fire.
Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like content that she can use to put on her website, to put on her page. And I was genuinely happy for her because I watch people grow like that. Like I've watched, it only takes, and I tell people that it takes that one client and that one person that'll help you boost your career up. You know what I'm saying? It just keep going.
Yeah, if
and
only Michelle Obama could just post us, we'd be good.
Yes. That's why I'm just one person. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the internet has really just lost their motherfucking mind because they made a big deal about it. They were just saying like, Kylie should have tagged her. She didn't want to tag her because she's the black designer. And
they were speaking for the designer. The designer didn't say this right.
She didn't say nothing. She wasn't even mad. She literally was just, she was like, I'm just trying to take it all in. She was like, I cannot believe that she did that. Like, I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Happy about just getting Kylie to put her dress on. And these people were really making a big deal about it. I mean, they were starting a fucking internet riot.
I got secondhand embarrassment for her.
Yeah, I was so mad. And then like it got to a point where like they were making up scenarios pretty much. And Kylie ended up seeing it and she was just like, that's totally not true. Like, I can't even believe that y'all doing it. Like, I genuinely just like the dress and I got it. I have no problem with tagging her, but realistically, she didn't have to. She bought it from her. So then they done bullied this girl into going on Instagram and making a whole Instagram story post about the dress and having to tag the designer and all this other stuff. And my thing is, I'm like, that's not fair because y'all dislike her and dislike her family, the girl still bought it from her and she supported her in that way. And y'all don't do these other influencers like that because let me tell you something. It's a lot of black girls out here that do stuff and attack business owners to try to get stuff for free. And sometimes they don't even post. They want you to do their makeup for a promo. They don't want to post you. They don't want to tag you. They barely want to tag you. You don't know how many times like I've respected people who, I don't understand it fully, but I get like sometimes, say for instance, if you're an influencer, your job is to influence. Like you are somebody who promotes or, they look at you as almost like a mannequin. Like, okay, this is how this is going to look or this is really what this is giving. Yeah, it's like a real person, but it's a mannequin, Mm-hmm. So I get that if they have a glam team and they don't want to tag them in their post because then the glam team is going to eventually get overbooked for them. However, if you're paying this person their full rate, making sure they pay, you know what I'm saying, making sure what stuff is going on, I have no problem with that because you're still pouring into my business and you don't have to tag me because I get it. But if I'm giving, because most of the time, how my business works sometimes, I don't have the budget to offer influencers money to promote from me because realistically, I do need to get more of engagement from different areas. Like just because I do have this amount of followers, I definitely could get more engagement from other people because I can always use more clients. So sometimes I'll be like, let's do something. Let's do something together. I'll charge you this price if you can promo for me. Now, that doesn't happen to me all the time because now I think that I've gotten to a point where the people will pay my rate. But, I mean, at one point in time, I gave that. And I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it.
You had to do that just to get to the point you are now?
On social media, yeah. Because there's no way that I can just come out of the gate and I think that, yeah. And I think that realistically, not saying that I can't get popping from doing the everyday girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the problem. But it also is just a business move on my end. Like, I can't just sit around and just wait for people to come follow me or people to book an appointment with me or people to pull up at the salon, whatever the case may be. It comes a point in time where I have to just kind of be like, okay, this will be a smart business move. If I work with this person, let me reach out to them and have something to offer for them because they're a business as well.
Yeah, it's like a little.
You know what I'm saying?
Like when you working at a job, like, hey, can you cover my shift?
Yeah.
them cover your shift allows you to go smoke hookah. But it's like a trade-off. Like, thank you. You did
it. Yeah. Like, hey, let's barter our services with each other and help each other out. I'm making sure you look good, and you making sure I'm getting business.
You know, at first, I used to feel like, even if you pay for it, why not tag them? And the only reason why I felt like that is because I think that, number one, if you like the product and you know you have a lot of influence, why not send them some love, right? It's like for example, Kylie, obviously, if the dress was paid for, she didn't have to tag the girl. Who knows if she even knew who darn designed the dress? We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think that the reason why people probably feel like she should have tagged them because they don't want to hate the Kardashians. I get it. And and this was a black designer, so now they feel like, well, you've been pulling from our culture. You need to amplify our name. But anyway, I don't agree with what they did and how they went about it. But I do get why people think that you should tag people. But I think it's no different from me and you posting something. I mean, I know you got way more followers than me, but I'm saying, like, if I post a plain white tee and it's super comfortable, the best white tee I ever had, I don't really have to tag them. Like, I gave them what they needed, and I'm just posting a picture because I like how it look on me. So I think they just think that she might have lost business because Kylie didn't tag her, but that's not really Kylie's responsibility.
Child, they was going on Kylie page, pulling
that's
up.
Crazy. They talking about she was deleting comments. And
yes, that's the part. That's the part that made her respond. And so she was.
Like, maybe a comment just got lost because she gets a lot of comments.
They were saying that, oh, you tagged By Mine and all these other people in your post, and you couldn't tag her. She has a whole endorsement with By Mine. Like she has a whole. First of all, she's one of their models for the brand. She walks in their fashion shows, and she has a whole makeup collection with By Mine. Like, it's a Kylie Cosmetics and By Mine collaboration.
See,
she's people just get so to do this.
See, I don't like that. And it's so embarrassing to me. If I was the designer, like, obviously she probably was embarrassed. I would be one to hide under a goddamn duvet cover. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like, Jesus, like, I'm really excited that. And then they were talking about, y'all need to stop. This is why y'all need to stop looking for approval from these big brands. And I'm thinking, like, even though people don't like the Kardashians, we know the power they got for people.
Baby, they are influence.
Yeah.
No shade. So
it's like,
I ain't even trying to be funny.
That's one thing. If Trump and Melania wore it, I wouldn't give a darn. Take it off. Take it off. If she posts the OD part, she don't amplify songs before.
Listen, she is I ain't gonna say solely the reason, but she is the reason why Summer Walker Girls Need Love had got so many freaking listens.
Really?
Because Summer Walker, it's a guy named Made in Tokyo. He said her name in the song. He's shot bad with them Kylie Jenner lips, and she kept saying,
I ain't like that.
Yeah, and she posted that song and it went up. Like, the song went platinum. Like, they have influence. I'm sorry. You can't compete with facts. That's just what it is. Like, honestly, you can not like them, you can not fuck with them, you cannot support them, whatever you want to do, but you just can't compete with facts. And me, I'm on a thing where I definitely stand on my integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely will stand on my integrity. I definitely support my people and support anything that we stand for real. But if it's not nothing that somebody has done is detrimental to what I have going on, and if they're trying to support my business, y'all just have to be mad at me because I'm posting it every week. Let Kylie ask me to do her makeup or something like that. The picture is going as my profile picture
until it's them in that position. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not. And I have spoken on my non-fans of the Kardashians, but I'm not gonna take away the power they hold. Yeah. And I will be. If they DM me and be like, "Hey, can you send me out cover art?" I'm gonna send her the raw file.
Now, we lost some listeners to talk about the Kardashians, Sonny.
We did.
So it just me. I'm like, we can't just ignore them like they're not there. I mean, we're open discussion. When you come over here to open discussion part, we talking about everything. I'm sorry if you can't accept that, then you have to just go on.
Going on, baby. Going on.
But the reason why I said it kind of tied into what the Jada and August situation is because I also feel like those are the same people who won't let people like Chris Brown like live his life. Now, let me say this, because I don't want nobody coming after me about me supporting people who do domestic violence, because I don't at all. I would never in my fucking life, never be abuser's apologist, ever. That's just not even me. But what I will say is, you have to allow the person who was abused, you have to give them a break. Rihanna is a public figure as well. She's always on the internet and she's always doing stuff. But I feel like at some point in her life, she's forgiven Chris Brown, because obviously they were following each other on social media recently.
Yeah, they posted videos playing his music.
Posting videos, playing his music, dancing songs. He comments on her pictures, and you know what I'm saying? Situations like that. I feel like that situation happened to her. So how are you more mad than she is?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah. I get it. And I get that you don't support anything. I get that you wouldn't support that, but I just don't think it's that deep for people to fight battles for other people like that. Because if they have found a way to find peace and find forgiveness into something that somebody did to them, I feel like that's all that matters. Like, that has nothing to do with you. And I don't feel like people should sit there and say, oh my God, I'm not, he's an abuser. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the problem with social media though. But I think it's one thing if someone was a victim of domestic violence and they went through that, and I could see why they would have some animosity towards Chris Brown. But I do think that's the gift and the curse with social media, man, because it's like it's like when you have relationship issues and you tell your relative about what happened, you forgive your partner, but they don't. And it's like,
yeah,
you kind of got to deal with it forever. And it's like, listen, I'm telling you, like, we already handled this issue. We good. And they be like, I don't like that. Even though they wasn't there when the situation happened.
That's the part. And it's just so weird. It's just like, okay, like, I get it. And I get that he's just a really aggressive person. But we're never there. Like, we only going by what people are saying, for real. So we don't really know.
You've seen the pictures.
What is the picture? I'm saying, like, even after, like, with Karrueche and like all those situations, like, we don't know how that went down. Like, we don't know if Karrueche, still talks to him or was able to forgive him. But I don't know. I think that just the thing, like, even with the situation with Jada and August, it's like, honestly, we can't really say what went on, because behind the scenes, all of them probably are okay with even being around each other. They probably be having dinner.
Right, they all actors. They probably
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all probably be having dinner with each other now. They probably are over it. Will probably be hanging out playing basketball with August. I ain't no telling what the hell be going on, because they have a relationship that they understand. So it's not for us to put our comments in on it. It is what it is.
This is
why all adults.
I always say I just miss when the celebrities was private. This is
none
of our business. And then now the stuff that used to be private, we learned about that too. I'm just like, listen, can you just put out good music? Because now I don't like nobody. And it ain't even my problem per se.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
It reminds me of Kobe Bryant's daughter had to make a post, like how she had to block fan pages because they're posting these Kobe pictures and then tagging them in it. And I know y'all might not mean any harm, but these people have to publicly grieve about the loss of their father in a very tragic accident.
Listen,
and that's one of them things where it's just like, dang, it's too accessible. People are too accessible.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't know. I just feel like people should just really kind of just deal with their own problems and only step in when you're genuinely trying to help somebody. But I think that people get their rocks off by
not rocks off.
They get their rocks off by attacking people on the internet. Like, I really do feel like it's people that literally sit on their couch, on their phone and their computer, and they just literally like, oh my God, let's see who I can attack today. Like,
did you see them trying to comfort JT for just tweeting that she liked the Nicki Minaj song, talking about
Carisha?
Oh, it was Carisha talking about she trying to get streams by tweeting about Nicki Minaj. I'm like, who does? What are you talking about?
First of all, Nicki Minaj's fan base is just ignorant and
these were like 10-year-old girl pages. I wanted their pages. Yeah, little girls, like kids. Little girls. Yes,
and they was doing that because of that interview that they asked about the Nicki and Cardi fight. And
hold on, back a little bit from the microphone, just a little bit. Okay, go ahead.
They did that because they asked Carisha in an interview about the Nicki and Cardi situation, and she said, "I just choose not to answer that." But she said, "But I'm always Team Cardi," which is understandable. Why would she even say anything else? And Cardi signed a QC with her,
right? And why does it even matter? Because they probably knew Cardi before and longer.
They actually know her. They probably don't even know Nicki at all.
And people can like both. Jesus Christ.
Baby.
They was in her comments, and JT, because I think JT tweeted the other day. She tweeted something that was a Nicki Minaj quote, and they was in her. I'm like, Jesus, like what? Let it go.
So my thing is, so when people dislike her, y'all mad, and when people like her, you mad too.
Cool. Said she tweeted a Nicki song for streams, and the people who follow her already stream her music. So what you even talking about?
I don't know. People tend to think that a lot of artists use the barbs as barbs to get they streams up.
And they
because
they. One thing I do wish that Nicki Minaj, I know she can't control them per se, but she be egging on their behavior. I don't like.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she definitely does. I don't like that shit either. I be getting mad because it's just like, you know that what they're doing is wrong, and I think that she has just that Sagittarius ego, man. They know it's wrong, but as long as they have somebody that's egging it on and be like, yeah, bitch, like, go off. Yeah. You better say that. You better say that. They think it's cool. Yeah. Even if they're 7 years old, even if they're kids.
People have had death threats. They have called their jobs. They have put their addresses on the internet. That's not cool.
Like, it could be dead ass wrong, and she'll know it's wrong deep down inside, but she got 5 people over here that's like, you ain't right. You ain't wrong. Everything you're saying is right.
Ooh, can we... There's something I noticed with some of these influencers, more specifically these rappers, baby mamas.
Okay.
They be having some very yes men type friends, like to the point where their friends be grouping them, and it's really weird. And I feel like it has a lot to do with the ego that these people now have. Like, sometimes I'll come across the post and a friend will just be like gassing them, and then obviously you gas your friends, like that's
yeah.
But it be to an obsessive level. And it's like, this person is going to forever have this like arrogance to them. And they're going to always demand, like, you know how celebrities be big and they fall off and they resort to like doing other things for attention. I feel like they are creating that kind of monster because it's like people are standing by them hand and foot, posting them all day, recording them all day. Yes, best friend. Oh, you look so good. Who look better than my best friend? It just be so much. And like I said, obviously you supposed to gas your friends, but you can tell that there's a thin line between I need you around to keep my lights on and I genuinely love my best friend.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of cringy. It's very cringy, actually.
I agree. I don't like that either. I don't like and I feel like when it comes to those type of people, they don't want to miss out on a blessing. And I'm putting this in quotations. They don't want to miss out on a blessing. So they have to feel like, oh, I got to make sure that she know that, you know, that I support her 100%. But in reality, you don't. You don't have to be like that.
Fake.
It's very fake. It's
friend,
not realistic.
If you complimented me all day, I'd be like, shut up!
Me.
Sorry, neighbor.
Sure, that's crazy. That's probably why we friends for real. Because I swear to God, I've always been like that. Like, I wouldn't even feel that it's genuine.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I wouldn't even accept the compliment as a genuine compliment because I feel like you just saying that just to say it. Like, it doesn't feel genuine. Like,
exactly. But they also want to hear it because it makes them feel good, even though it's kind of empty.
Not doing that. Yeah, I'm sorry. One thing about me, I would not sit here and compliment nobody all day. Tell them about. That's just not. I won't even date nobody like that. If I can't be transparent with you when you're doing something wrong, you doing something fucked up, or you know something just not right, then we don't need to be cool or date. Because that's not fair. Like, why can't I be transparent with you? I have to always tell you good stuff. Like, that's not. That's
saying these yes men and it's just so weird. It's like almost clout chasing off your friend.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not me, girl. I've watched people attack. This is not funny, but I don't know if you remember when they was at that basketball game. Beyonce and Jay-Z was at that basketball game. The lady asked them for fucking drink orders, and they thought that Jay-Z was flirting with, or the lady was flirting with Jay-Z, and they started attacking her.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes, and it's like,
She literally was asking them for drink orders. Like, it took, and then my whole thing about it is, after stuff like that happens, they don't even go back to apologize. They just try to act like they ain't do it. Like, oh no.
That is so oh my God. I think this might be worse than cancel culture. I don't even know. Is it the same family?
They the same people. They literally are the same. That's the same crowd.
Remember when Lemonade first came out and they found what Rachel
they started attacking Jay-Z.
Oh my no, Rachel Ray was.
Rachel Roy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. See what I'm saying? But they was attacking both because they ain't know the goddamn difference. It was just like, no, it's not that. Like, that's why I tweeted the other day. I was like, y'all too woke for me. Yeah. Like, it's just too much. Y'all don't even listen. Mind the business that pays you and that is in your control. Do you think Beyonce need an army?
No, nobody really does.
Her. That's why we don't know her business. And see what happened when she let you know her business. You don't know how to act. Jesus. It be so. Oh, and then people were attacking Big Sean yesterday because he made that song, which was about Naya Rivera. Obviously, they had gone through
I didn't even know that. Mind you, they was attacking Nikita Dragun for that.
Why?
So Nikita Dragun, every a couple of days she'll take songs and make outfit videos to it. Mm-hmm. And she posted an outfit yesterday. She always in the media for like just saying like certain things or whatever, or when people just feel like she is doing something wrong. But long story short, she posted an outfit video and the song was "I Don't Fuck With You." And
mind you, the lady hasn't even been deceased 7 days.
It was
y'all want people to go back 6 years?
It was the same day that she posted. So they was like,
oh wait, she posted the video the same day that she passed?
Yeah, but it could have been before that we even found out about it. And everybody didn't even know that song was about her because I swear to God, I didn't know until yesterday.
Me either.
So I'm like, how was I supposed to know that?
Even about her. How about that? We don't know. Oh, gee, that's why.
And they were attacking her for that. It's just like, I don't know. This is same as cancel culture. Same folks.
And my thing is, it can't be tamed. You can't control that kind of like I don't keep using the word amplification, but like what you gonna, every time a popular culture topic comes up, you just gonna mute accounts that are tweeting certain words? It's like we created this monster of a social media platform and now we have to deal with the demons that come from it. It's like, that's why I'm deleting my Twitter once COVID gone.
Oh my God.
Watch. I remember how hard people was going at J. Cole for his for supposedly dissing No Name. Now, I don't know the details of that because I've never been a J. Cole listener like that.
And then the thing about it is they was going so hard No Name that No Name ended up coming out with a rebuttal record, and then only for her a few days later to say that she wish she didn't do it and she regret putting it out and it wasn't that deep and and
social media be creating beef.
Then they started ragging on her because she was reneging.
People been going in on her the past couple of days, so I've been seeing some tweets. I'm like, y'all need to pick a side.
They can't. This is why I wouldn't.
A lot of these accounts be fake accounts. And that's why another thing too, I hate when people actually reply to troll accounts on Twitter. Like I seen a post today. This guy was like, light-skinned women are clearly superior. Dark-skinned women is just, and it was like a black guy, and it was a black guy with a picture of the extremely ugly guy, which told me right away it was a troll account. No shade, but I'm just like, why are y'all replying to this? You know that this is bait, and you bid it. And now he's going viral. And now he's going to take those newfound followers and sell his account to somebody that buys accounts with a lot of followers. And he's just going to keep doing it again. This thing is shifting the culture in the wrong direction, y'all. Just, if somebody says something ignorant, just let it be ignorant. Just let it go. Just like Jesus Christ. I be mad. I be like, come on, y'all. That's why I started, you know how I mute everybody? I also turn off everybody's retweets. Everybody. So I only see tweets from the heart. I swear to God, I don't see nobody's.
I do that.
I don't see nobody because they be replying to trolls, and it just does not make sense. It really, to me, says a lot about your own discernment, and I don't like that. I don't want to look at people that way.
I don't like it because people be retweeting porn. I be looking at Twitter in my barber chair, so I be like,
Oh yeah, see, I got a couple people that used to do that, but I turn off their retweets first. My timeline bare, y'all. I don't care. It's bare like a grizzly. Who's gonna stop me? It's bare like Coca-Cola.
What?
Anyway, what is there some more?
I can't think of another one more, but I just really wanted to touch on that topic because of how irritating it is to see. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I also hate the fact that people rag on people for supporting certain people. Like, just because your thoughts and your morals are different, or that you feel strongly about something that somebody said or have done, everybody's not like that. Some people are more forgiving. Like, I see Erykah Badu getting drugged all the time because she is definitely just one of those people who, like I said, she literally lives like that peace and love life. Like, she doesn't really, she know that people do things, but in her head it's just like, we're human and we all do stuff that nobody like. And I understand some shit is worse than others, but she literally just sticks to that. So I respect her for it. You know what I'm saying? Even if I don't agree with certain things that she's have said or she has done, but I understand her. Like, I understand, like, I don't have time to be sitting here just getting mad over every little thing and then be having to fix my
misery.
Yeah, I don't do that. And I get mad at people for being like, certain people I don't support. Like, I don't support Jeffree Star. I don't support a lot of people. But realistically, some people probably see me supporting Kanye. I have my reasons why I still kind of follow what he has going on. I don't really support his presidency, but even if I did, that's my business.
It is. I'm judging, but I got you. I will say this for real. I remember saying this to a coworker, and she tried to she didn't check me, but she was confused. I remember telling her I do feel like people should vote who they want to vote for. I still feel that way. She was like, no, because then they'll vote for Trump. If he want to vote for Trump, that's who they're gonna vote for. I just know that I'm gonna look at them differently based off their views, but I'm not gonna be
down their throat about it.
I even said in the last episode, I don't think that there's gonna always be a Democratic candidate that works in my favor. People can switch parties all the time. And if I'm not mistaken, Trump was a Democrat. So I wish people would kind of get out of that mentality, this election aside, that they have to vote Democrat or they have to, people really should vote in their favor. And I do want people to exercise that freedom and that right, but also be wise, don't troll. Just do what works for you and the greater good. Okay? Don't take my words literal. Just understand that.
I don't know. I wish honestly, I probably hate troll culture more than cancel culture, because the thing about cancel culture is they be canceling people for 2 days, so it ain't that long. The troll people,
who's really getting canceled though?
Yeah, but people that troll, they literally troll your ass anytime you post.
They do. Kid Rock still catching it.
That's what I'm saying. Every time you post,
and Daniel Caesar, is he pretty much canceled? Is he still making movies?
Daniel Caesar got canceled and won a Grammy, so that just goes to show you how hard cancel culture don't go. But anywho,
you know what I will say? Even though people cancel somebody, that doesn't happen. Like when they try to cancel Desi Banks, I don't think. The only way for that to successfully work is he got to lose all his followers. He got to get banned from working at certain venues. So I think that people who want to cancel them, if you're going to cancel them, you need to stick to that. But there are people who don't agree with you, and they're going to, work well with him. And also, canceling people also gives them a bigger platform. People who might not have checked them out before are now on their page. Now their views are going up. So
I was mad at Daniel Caesar for 5 minutes because I don't support Yes Jules, and
I forgot about her.
Yeah, I just don't. I've never fucked with her like that. Like, I remember when I first heard of her, she was in Atlanta, and one of my friends was bothered because she does kind of the same thing that she does. She does hosting, and she was influencer. This is before influencer was an actual job. And she was the person that she had a clothing line, and she would just basically get a lot of people to wear her clothing line, just meet people or whatever. But Yes Jules came and just snatched up out of jobs just because she was a white girl with a fat ass. And I think that they praised her so much. I don't know what it is about these rappers and industry niggas that just love white girls who have that body. I don't know. That it's like a fetish thing.
They hate their mothers. That's what it is.
And it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. Whatever. Do you?
I think that also it applies to men and women because I tend to see that a lot of the white men that black women like have a black aesthetic, if that makes sense. Like the low.
And I don't like that shit either.
Yep, and the beard and like that eyebrow movement. It's like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And people be trying to tell me I'm wrong for saying that because they like it's a haircut. You can't tell nobody how to get a haircut. And you're right.
But you know what people do. Okay, it's like saying braids. It's a haircut.
Like, that's not really something that white people do, and they're getting that to look a certain way. Because why is it that you gotta get their haircut? You have to dress like a black person. You talk like them.
Yeah, your voice, your accent is very. You have a black accent.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like
you a Kappa.
Yeah, no, girl, I'm not buying this shit. But I think that for me, what Yes Jules will really just piss me off about her is because she had a black boyfriend at the time, and then she was supposed to be hosting something at Rolling Loud or something. This motherfucker got on Twitter and said, "Can I wear this shirt to Rolling Loud?" The shirt said, "Niggas ain't shit." You are a white girl, white. The shirt said, "Niggas ain't shit."
And this was after she had did that freestyle, ain't it? Did she do a freestyle when she said the N-word?
I don't know, but then she tried to their favorite thing to do is to pull the Hispanic card. My thing about that is realistically they ain't even supposed to be. Not all of this is black. You know what I'm saying? Like, sis, they ain't not.
Americans can say the N-word. That's right down there.
Let's do that. Let's just.
If you see, and that's another thing what makes it vague because I can't even see African Americans like. Would I tell a Nigerian they can't say the N-word? Probably not. Let's just get rid of the word altogether, people. How about that?
I'm with that, but it's just like I use it a lot just because I can.
I used to too.
I use nigga privilege because because I can say it, I use it. So just because I can say nigga, I'm going to use it because I can. So I don't know. She just really rubbed me the wrong way, and and she was just not apologetic about it for real. Like she just be acting like
she got people on air like, yo, don't you worry about that, man. You
AKA Daniel Caesar, child.
You good with me, yo.
Daniel Caesar, right? And in a way, I just think that he kind of spoke out of turn because he should have just kind of did his research as to why people don't really fuck with her, because he was speaking from a place of why don't y'all like Yes Jules, and he was just taking up for her.
But he took it even further when he just made it stop being mean to white people. Shut up.
Yeah.
I was gonna play a song at my wedding. You made me not even want to get married no more.
Okay, you say so too far.
Sorry.
His last album was really good though. The one he released right after that. I listened to it. I was actually gonna go to his concert too.
I want to listen to trap music.
Do you have anything else to add on this topic? Because I think I've said what I had to say.
No, I just think that number one, let people post how they want to post. If you don't like them, then move accordingly. But it's literally costing you your mental stability to even go through the efforts y'all go through to create it's really bullying. It's really bullying. When y'all when you flood these folks' comments, when you do all this crazy stuff, when you share that personal information, that is bullying. It's a cyberbullying at its finest. It's actually worse than just calling somebody pancake head, okay?
Okay.
Don't be a bully. Stop being weird. It's also really weird to make fake accounts to say what you really want to say.
For sure, I agree.
Say it with your primary login, so I know it's real. All right, y'all. It's been another episode of OD Podcast.
Yes, let us know y'all thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Write us on the OD Podcast Instagram. Let us know what you think about the episode. Let us know your thoughts on how you feel about the climate of internet trolls, people minding their business and just doing them. Just let us know what you think because we would love to hear your feedback. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and log in onto your app, right? Do what you got to do. Rate us 5 stars and leave some comments because guess what? It helps our visibility on the app so people can literally find us and randomly and click on us and listen to us.
Yeah, we got 2 new reviews this week, so appreciate you. We went from 105 to 107.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a lot. A lot of people podcasts don't have that many reviews.
Next thing you know, we finna get some listens from Michelle Obama and Issa Rae, and we up. And when we get on our show, all y'all that didn't do reviews before now, don't try it. Don't
exactly. Y'all can't come to the live show. I definitely sent Issa Rae a DM.
Period. Shoot your shot, niece.
All right, y'all. Holla at your girl.
And boy.
And toy.
Bye.